Oh, wow! Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a little bit extra weight during the off season. And look, let's face it, 2020 might be the mother of all off seasons for everybody. So I just want to talk about putting on them few extra pounds or kgs, depending on where in the world you are, and how you really shouldn't stress too much about it. When we think about it, most people, I'm guessing, similar to myself, really struggle to go and be really good eating, watching the pounds, watching the kilos for 12 months of the year. I know I do. I know that I can go 10 weeks before the race, I can go pretty much cold turkey, and it's a small window of sacrifice that I know is really going to help my race. 20 weeks before the race, I know that I should be thinking about it, starting to drop some of that weight. So I dial up a couple of notches and go for the next 20 weeks. I'm going to be really good, and from 10 weeks on I'm really going to be good. And at the start of the 30-week program, I'm looking at myself and going, maybe you ate too much, maybe you had them nice desserts. Yeah, them extra couple of kgs are definitely going to come off, and I start doing the right things from that point. But what I don't do is straight after a race, I don't go, right, next one's coming up, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump straight back into it. I'm going to continue to try and drop an extra couple of kgs from where I'd already been. And look, if you have them extra few kgs to do, that's maybe what you should look at. But just remember, and I have tried it, that being the guy that does without, sacrifices everything, puts everything into racing and training, trying to lose them extra few kgs, them extra few pounds, trying to really cut down that last couple of percent of body fat. That guy can be very disciplined, I suppose, first thing, but you can also put a very strain on the person, because depending on who you are, what type of food you like, what your actual aim and goals are for your racing, if you're just doing it for enjoyment and the challenge, and you know that you want to have a life outside of it, you know that it's not your be all and end all, you're going to have a different thought process than somebody that's training to be professional or is professional, and it's their life, their livelihood depends on it. That's going to be a whole different ball game. So think about what you're actually doing it for. Think about how you are. As I say, usually for 10 weeks after a race, which is pretty much the same length of time that I go extremely watching what I eat before the race and really dialing it in, it's probably about the same amount of time after the race that I go to myself, okay, we know eating too much, we know having all that chocolate, eating them nice things that you don't normally eat, we know that that's going to add some weight, we know you're going to have to lose that weight again, so I be sensible about it. I try to keep it under control, but I don't beat myself up about it, if that makes sense. So look, my take from this is
Hi everybody, before we get back into it, I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for supporting the channel. If you're new to the channel and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit the subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. Makes it easier for you to find the content. You know you want to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this video, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're not a subscriber. All this hard work, all this running in the heat, all this trying to talk and run at the same time. Hit the subscribe button. Help a channel grow and hit the subscribe button. You think all those people, all those runners you'll be helping to find this content? You know it's the right thing to do. Do it, push that button.
Once you start training again, once you start dialing in towards a race, that's whenever the really fine tuning starts. It's really just a case of monitor. If you haven't got a race coming up and you know you're probably sitting that little bit higher than where you should be, start now, do something about it. It will be easier to get back to race weight. If it's a thing that you are probably in around where you know is okay, you know still a healthy weight, you're not obese, you're not putting yourself in the red, being unfit or anything, you probably don't have to worry. You probably knew that before you watched this video, but there you have it. I've said it. It's okay. Don't freak out. Put a plan in place. This is the race I'm training for. This is the weight I want to be. This is the time to start really knuckling down. This is the time to really dial it in and start moving towards that, and you'll be fine. So look, hopefully, as usual, you've got a little bit of something from this video. Maybe not too much, but don't beat yourself up. Remember that a lot of our eating comes from how we're feeling. If you have been going through a few hard months where races keep getting cancelled, things keep getting set back, you're maybe finished a big race, having post-race blues, just remember that's all linked. Whenever you're having that extra little bit of comfort food or them feelings, maybe start looking at how you work on them feelings. Maybe you're injured, maybe there's a lot of other things going on in your life. So rather than beat yourself up about the extra couple of kgs, focus on the big things. 1, how you're mentally feeling. 2, are you still fit and active? And control what you can. Get out, start doing whatever you can to start feeling a little bit better. I have always found, and this is the secret, that once I'm training well, once I'm active, my eating falls in line very much straight away. So hopefully that's something that you can take from this. Check yourself, do a little bit of something, anything that you can. If you think, what's the point, there's no races coming up, the point might just well be that it keeps you fit, keeps you healthy until you have got races planned. So thanks for watching, till the next time, bye for now.